The way to learn this business is go to Vern Gagne, put the ring up, wrestle the first match and referee the next 4, tear the ring down, and you go, boy, I'm learning this business. I think I am. I used to carry with Gagne hundreds of thousands of dollars with me because I settled up the show with him.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how he trusted you. When you learned the business with him, that was it. When he turned you loose, when he cut you loose, I'm sitting in the hotel. I did this for a year. I said, here I am, NFL football player. I wasn't the football player that I thought it was. Nobody's ever as good as they thought they were. But I thought I was above doing all of this. But here I am traveling to break into a new sport and put rings up. But he was planning a career for me. Gagne was. And he never got to utilize it. I never got to pay him back because he collapsed before I got back there. But I'm complaining. After a year, he walks in one time and he said to me, I did a show in Milwaukee for somebody, and the old turnbuckle throws me in the turnbuckle, and I missed the turnbuckle, and I hit the turnbuckle in 1, 2, 3. So he walks into me and he says, boy, you're a sucker for that turnbuckle, aren't you? Made me so mad, but he was telling me something. He was giving me that I was ready to go. And I'm sitting in a hotel, and Red was listening to me, and I was starting to complain a little bit. Stu came down and booked me, and I took a job with Calgary. I said, I'm leaving. So I gave him a notice. I called Vern, I said, I'm leaving. I'm going to be a big star in Calgary. And he says, excuse me? I don't know if you ever met Vern Gagne. He was very, very dry and to the point and very egotistical and very smart, quick-mouthed and just rude as hell. And he'd say, you did what? Excuse me? You're leaving? Where do you think you're leaving to? I said, no, I'm going to be a big star in Calgary. It's time for me to go. Oh, it's time for you to go. I will tell you when it's time for you to go. Do you understand me? And maybe even matter. I had got to the point where I'd had enough, and he knew, but he had something in mind for me I didn't know. He hadn't told me. You know, he was going to do something with me, and he hadn't told me, but he kept sending me to St. Louis, and I'm getting the stuffing beat out of me down there in St. Louis, and I'm getting sick of that. You know, I'm getting tired of that. So I bucked down there with Hans Schmidt one day. I'm going to do a 20-minute on TV, and he said, let Schmidt catch a fall. I said, no, Schmidt ain't catching no more fall on me. Y'all remember big Hans Schmidt, the big German? I said, he ain't going to catch no fall on me. That's it. We're going. So Pat O'Connor says, well, you can go Broadway then. I said, suit yourself. Oh, Hans thought he was going to beat the hell out of me. Put a bootstrap across my hair, across my lap. I just laced him back. 20 minutes. And that was my rebellion. That was it. I was ready to make a move. I'd done this enough. I was ready to make my move. And I'm sitting in, and I'm really upset fixing to leave. Red must have told him. Red's watching me. And Dick Byers watching me real close. He said, yeah, the kid's busting. He says he's busting he's busting at the bit. You have to let him go somewhere. Because I'd already gone to Omaha on top and doing good. Ernie Dusick down there. Ooh, I got a little taste down there with Reggie Parks and Ernie and Vashon and a few. What was the other Vashon brother? There was another one.
Butcher and Paul.
Yeah, there was one more. There was Stan Plastic. Stan Plastic was down there, and who was one of the Vashons at one time. And so I got a touch of this main event stuff down there. I could do it. So I called a spot. Come back one time, I called a spot in the ring with Billy Red Lions. So I get back to the dressing room. Billy Red Lions says, listen to this. He can do spots now. He's calling spots now. So Dick Byers and Red look at, he can do spots now, huh? After a year and a half now. I mean, you know, I'm training. I mean, every day. I mean, I'm talking about working every day. I just called one spot, and Red said, oh, he can call a spot now, guys. Ooh, I went, Jesus. So Red come to me. I'm sitting in the bar down there, and he said, you about had it, ain't you? I said, I can't take it no more. I said, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to California. I'm going to go somewhere. I'm going to go to Texas. He says, no, you're not. He said, be in your hotel room tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I said, why? He said, no, just be in your room. Meet me in your room at 2. We're in Grand Forks, South Dakota. Old dingy old hotel, old 1850s hotel up there. So I'm in my room. Red comes in. He said, hang on. Boom, boom. He said, now, just tell this guy what you think, how you feel. Yep, hello, yeah, he's right here. Vince, he's right here. Vince. There's only one Vince. Vince McMahon Sr. Kid, he said, I heard a lot about you. He said, I really like fresh talent. I really like aggressive talent. He said, I need somebody new. I want a cowboy. He said, I need somebody fresh in here. And he said, I'm going to go all the way with you. All the way. He was going to put the belt on me. He said, I'm going to go all the way with you. I heard all about you. I've been listening to you. Been waiting on you. Red says you're about to pop at the seams. I said, I'm ready. He said, all right, you're booked in 90 days from now. He said, start your TV in 6 weeks. New York main event on top. So I went back to tell Vern. Yeah, I know. I know about it. I hadn't heard about it. I didn't talk to him.